Well, good afternoon, everybody. Oh gosh, what a week it's been. I can't believe that it's Friday already, and I think, to be honest, I missed Wednesday completely because I'm so used to doing a tile. It flew by. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a really nice experience actually, and I'm hoping to. Well, I am going to be there week on Wednesday again. So yeah, here you are, tile 220. Now, a little bit special today, of course. We all know what's going on in the world at the minute, and we all, I'm sure, are standing side by side in solidarity. So I thought we'd do our little bit for it today, and I'm going to use a yellow tile, and I'm going to work with a blue pen, just to say we care and we're thinking of them, you know. So here we go then. I've put my name, the date. Of course, look at that, 2020, all the twos. And yeah, off we go. Hi, Leonor, thank you. It was really different, but it was really nice, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It's all right. And I know there's some things that we need to sort out and you know, getting orders to different parts of the country and that, but we're getting through it. We're getting there. So, okay, here we go. We're ready for this then. Oh, hey, Julie. Okay, so I've got my yellow tile, which is out of my sorbet range, but you can use a bright yellow tile as well. It's whatever you want to do. And I've got my my blue pen here, so I'm going to use my fine liner. We're just going to take time, just have a bit of a breather, and I want to do this tangle that I think sometimes it can be a little bit scary for people, but I want you to sort of say, you know what, we're going to have a little bit of courage and we're going to try it, and that's where I want to sort of go. So here we are. Now you might want to just sort of see where I'm going with this, because my curve is going to be quite thick, sort of like quite sort of, I want to say quite curved, but it's a curve, isn't it? You know what I mean. And then I want to come back. So you see I've got quite a space in between, you see there? It's like a moon. Oh, does it, Lynn? I know what you mean, but it's definitely yellow. It's definitely a sorbet yellow. Actually, if I've got a cream tile lying around, everything's sort of tidied up in my pack. Here we go. See, there's the cream. Ah, you see it now. There you go. Cream and yellow. Okay. So, next one then. Oh, yeah. I'm going to draw. I'm going to go. Depends which side you want to go, actually. I think I'm going to work this way. I'm going to create another off the top of this here. Okay. And then along and around. Okay. Hello there, everybody. It's lovely to be back. I know I only missed a day, but it just feels even like I missed more. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. There we go. All the way around. Creating another. Oh, Nicola, thank you for swapping and doing that for me. I must admit, I've started mine. I actually did most of it whilst I was sat in the, we want to call it the green room. So, yeah, I think it's yeah. I've just got to finish it off. It needs a bit of colour on it. Okay, see here, I'm going really close, and they're sort of coming back in on themselves. But I want it to do that. So they're sort of changing shape as we work our way around. And then back into this side here. So see, we're not really wondering about whether there's a... Oh no, Louise, it does. It feels like 8. It's because we're so used to doing 2 a week. And I think that's probably only the second time I've cancelled. But, you know, it's nice. I just wasn't sure what was going on over there and what the internet was like. So, yeah. It was a really good day. We obviously we had a bit of a trip out because Leslie came and John came. So yeah, we did all right. Now see, I've got a bit of a gap here. I don't mind if I've got a bit of a gap. Okay. All right. Bit of a swirl there. So I'm going to just come in now with my thicker side because you can, you can do this with your regular pen, but it just makes life a little bit easier. Because what I want to do is I want to put some stripes on this, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to just start by filling that bottom one in with a bit of ink, and then working my way up the system there. There you go. Creating these lovely blue and yellow stripes. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to sort of work my way. Oh yeah, Terry's orange, yeah. Do you know my son used to have one of those for breakfast every Christmas morning? It was a thing. And then of course he got to know which the present was, because of course they were a distinct shape. So we used to disguise them. I think one year I brought him all the different flavours, about 6 or 7, and put them in as a long sort of square or rectangular shape. And then one year I did them as a cube. And then we started to mix them in with bubble wrap, so he didn't know the shape anymore. But there are other chocolates available. I do prefer my chocolate raisins, I must admit, or Haribo any day. Apart from those milk bottles, what are they all about? Never quite understood those. It's no, bit odd. Yeah. Oh, does he, Joanne? Yeah, I think it must be a tradition in quite a few families, isn't it, of having these little things going on. God help him when he had it for breakfast. I don't know if he still does. Or... Okay. There we go. Oh, Chris, I know. I'm with you there. Bring on the Haribo. Although I can't eat as much as I used to. I don't think it's good for it's not good for you. But no, I've not got such a sweet tooth anymore. That's what it is. Alright, see how quickly this sort of takes on. Okay. It's nice to have the option in that one pen, isn't it? And again, you don't have to start the same colour at the bottom if you don't want to. You can mix and match. So you could have, the bottom one blue on one, and then on the next you could have it yellow. But there we go. So I know if you're using your regular pen, I do suggest you get your brush out, or a thicker pen, just to fill these in. It's going to take you hours. We don't want that. Unless you want to sit and colour, There you go. Alright. And of course we do know with the posting out of the orders from Hobby Maker, it's going to be a little bit different, because of course they wait until midnight before any orders are sorted. So I didn't get them till this morning. So we're going to get them out as quickly as we can. We're having to sort all the post ourselves and stuff, so it's a bit of a learning curve, but we'll get there. Okay, you see I'm just coming back now with that fine line and just sort of neatening up any areas that I want to, because of course when you use a thicker pen you don't always get into the corners, do you? You want to. So there we go. So there's our sort of our first shape. Alright, so I'm going to sort of stick with the fine liner now, and I'm going to sort of look at this gap. If you haven't got a gap, it doesn't matter. Have a look at where you sort of want to start this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in another one of those shapes. So you see how it sort of works and just sort of tucks in there. It doesn't have to. As I say, if you've got a space, you can put this wherever. Okay. Oh, Jackie, I know, I did it as well, because I ordered some bits and pieces. Well, so did Leslie, to be fair. And I ended up having, I think at one point, instead of having 2 things in my basket the same, I had 6. and it was a bit of a panic, so I had to cancel the order and start again. But yeah, it's just great. It was a breath of fresh air, it really was. But yeah, I did have a bit of a panic. I was like, I don't want 6. I only want 2. Okay, so you see there, I've not really worried too much about keeping in with the shape there. I'm just working my way around a little bit here. So it's just about keeping that initial curve really. And then a lock. And of course we've not really spoke about the class that we did. Because that was this weekend, wasn't it? That lovely seahorse. I have listened to you. I know that you all said that you want one. So I'm having a look at that for you and see what I can do. You see how it's getting a bit smaller as I work my way around now. So I'm not going to go around the whole piece. I'm just going to allow it to disappear a little bit. Maybe, oh, just a little one there. See? Just so it wanders off. There we go. Might even actually just bring one in here, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, just bring one in here. There we go. All right. So far, so good. Okay. So let's bring in a line down here, and then sort of another one this side. Okay, looks like a dodgy banana now, doesn't it? Gonna bring in, there you go, some stripes in this too, but just down that middle section. There we are. And it's a little bit narrower, so I'm going to use my fine liner for that. And then here, I'm going to, same sort of thing. I mean, this is going to be quite narrow, so that's fine. It's going to be almost little stripes in there. And then, let's have a look. Along. And then into this one too. So we've got those 2 stripes that way, and then we'll do 2 stripes that way. There we go. But yeah, it was when Richard's birthday last week, so with him coming to class, we spoilt him just a little bit. Yeah, did him a few tiles. Oh, Julie, the latest stencil, goodness me. I think the newest one is the bee stencil. That was probably the newest one that I've written. But then there's also the creative stencil set. That is a set that I've brought to air before, but it was a long time ago. And that's a great one if you want to be a little bit more creative, go a bit bigger with your imagery. But there's going to be another one coming. Let's say I am looking at the seahorse, just to work out how we could get that done. Because of course, you come to class, there are no instructions written. You're literally there. You follow what I'm doing and hope for the best. Okay, there we are. So I've got this sort of design going on. So let's have a look then. Let's bring in another one. Got sort of space here. So I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna bring this one round just to sort of give it a conclusion. It sort of works its way. So let's have a couple of lines that way, and then again just sort of fill in with those stripes. There we go, like that. Alright. Oh, Richard. You were, yeah. Cake and everything. Although, to be fair, you did bring the cake. Alright. I'm going to start here now. I'm going to create same shape, but let's just bring it in here. Start smaller. There we go. And then let's see if we can just sort of work it so it goes a little bit bigger. There we go, as we work our way around. I don't know if it's easier going from small to big or big to small. It's, we'll see. Okay, there we are. But again, we want to try and keep this width if we can, just to so we can work inside it after we've drawn them. There we go. And working along. I mean, you see, it sort of naturally wants to go its own way, so we're having to sort of follow it a little bit. I'm going to go a bit further down there. There we go. Maybe one there. All right. Okay. So this time I'm going to sort of have a look at this, and I'm going to create a line. So start in the middle and just sort of work your way around. You see, it's going to sort of give it a little bit of shape going along there. And maybe this one's going to kick out there a bit. There we are. Look at that. Sandra, yes, I did. I did say at the beginning. I just, I'm not here for to politically or anything like that, but I just wanted to show my support. It's just terrible. It's absolutely terrible, and each day we hear the news, there's something even worse going on. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I just feel terrible for them. I really do. Okay. So here we go. I'm adding a little blue just to the corners there, and then a little on this side as well. Okay. Oh, if it's quite wide, just sort of put a little curve in. You see, you just want to have a little bit of a thicker area there. Okay, there we go. Oh, no worries, Sandra. You can go back and watch it. It's not a problem. You can do it in whatever colour you like. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, I'm going to bring in a slightly different shape now, I think. I'm going to work from... You see, I'm sort of looking around my tile and thinking, okay, let's have a look from here. And I'm going to put in a little bit of a curved line. Okay. That's how our seahorse starts. Isn't that right? Richard, Nicola, yeah. Alright, bit of a leaf there, okay. And I'm just going to, again, bring in a line sort of down one side. And a line down the other. See, just following the curves there. Alright. And let's have a look at the top here. So let's go a bit bigger. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a little curl on the top there. And a curl on the top there. Okay. There we go. And let's bring in another one this side. So I'm going to make it so it's sort of going underneath that one. See? And then again, a curve one side and a curve on the other. And then in with those little curls. See, they don't have to be same on both sides. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Oh, Nicola, I know. People are going to be saying, what are you talking about? This is what happens in class, see. We have these shapes and these stencils, and we don't know what they're going to be until we draw them. So everybody creates their own little variations of what they should be. Okay. Same with this one. See, curve this way. And a curve this way. And I'm going to put those curls on the top. And I think I'll put another one in here. Yeah, I'm not going to go behind that. I'm going to stick on the outskirts there. And then curls on the top again. See, that one's always a bit bigger. I do it on purpose. It's fine. And I'm going to put one here, sort of on its own little standalone version. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a bit of space here as well. So again, let's create those little curves. And then of course we want a line this way and a line this way. Vera, yes, we are tangling on Wednesday next week. We're back to normal. And I think now that I know what I'm doing, I know the following week I'm back on. So I've got to make a decision as to whether I'm going to do my tile live from there or whether I do it on the Tuesday. So bear with me with that one. I'll let you know next week what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to put one in here. Look, seems as though Wednesdays are the day to be out and about at the minute. So I know I'm on Crafters on the 23rd, which is a Wednesday. So there we go. Oh, hi Lorraine. Okay, you see, so we've got these. I'm not going to completely fill that out. I don't want to do that. I want to leave a little bit of blank space. I've got a bit of a pencil marker, that's all right. So just sort of coming back to these shapes. Here we go. I'm just going to bring in a little line, put a curve in, and then just put a little dot on the end. Let's do another one. And a dot, you see? So if I now work my way into there, maybe do one this way. 1 second. Hello.
Hello, just your Amazon.
That's lovely, thank you.
Your desk, yeah.
That's great, thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye. Oh, it's my Amazon guy. Alright, let's do another one here. Now I'm all alone today. So, I'm working downstairs in our manufacturing area. Just set up a little bit of something there. It's nice to be able to move around, I think, and not be fixed. And we have a few more of those. Hello, Chris. It's okay though, Leslie's be back in a bit. She's had to nip out. Gonna get another one in there. Let's have one in there as well. Okay. So let's have a look. We've got one this side. Maybe one in there. Maybe one there. Look. And let's just bring one in there. Oh, I think it needs another. And one here. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Alright. Bit of a different design going on there. But quite like it. So border wise, I am going to put a border in, but I'm going to just do it freehand because let's start in the corner I've got. So everything else has been done sort of free, so I'm going to put a bit of a wobble in it on purpose. You see, a bit more like a sort of torn paper edge, maybe. Okay. So you know, we've got to want to represent a bit of the rough type of circumstances. There we are. Okay. See, I'm just sort of not going underneath anything that I've already drawn. And then, of course, bringing it down and around where I can. There we go. Join it there. Alright. So, okay, let's come in with pencil. Now, again, you could use coloured pencils for this if you want to. But I'm going to stick with the pencil. And I do have my white chalk pencil lying around as well. So, I want to add a little bit of a highlight to the centrepiece. But just to sort of get us started, let's have a look. If I start with the middle section, I'm going to bring in the pencil on first on one side and then on the other. Okay, and I'm going to do that all around those shapes there. Just taking it one step at a time, just one side, then the other. And of course, if you want to use pastels, you can do the same, but of course using coloured pencils, you know you're going to have to blend it yourself, so just so you're aware of what colour you're putting on where and things like that. Okay. It's March already, you know, we're already 4 days in. I can't believe it. I don't even know where January went, let alone February. It's all been quite a tricky start to the year, hasn't it? But, you know, who would have thought? There we go. Okay. Oh, Nettie, oh, goodness me. I need to find some more because the people I was buying it from, they've stopped selling them, which is really annoying. So let me have a look and see what I can find. I'll have a bit more of an idea next week. I'll get on the lookout for them. I do have grey pens coming. They're not going to be my brand, but I do think grey pens are really good. I do use them quite a bit. You see there, I've used pencil just on either side of the stripe there. And then on this one here, just added in that bit of pencil on the edges there. Okay. I'm just deliberating whether to use a white pen or the white pencil. I think I might stick with the pencil. There you go. Okay. And then here, these little shapes, I'm just going to do a little bit at the bottom and a little bit at the top. There we go. Okay. And the same again, bottom and top. Bottom and top. Okay. This one's the last one, I think. Bottom and top. And yeah, let's come in with our tortillon. Okay, it's a graphite-y one. I'm just going to very gently soften off the edges just around those first ones. You see, we just clean those, just almost like cleans it off there. There we go. See, if it needs a little bit more, you can go back and you can just gently sort of work it round. And of course, if your tortillon's a little bit blunt, you can file it off with a nail file just to get that point back. The difference it makes when you soften those edges and just blend it out a little. But I'm being really careful because I still want some of that yellow showing through in the middle there. Oh, gosh, yeah, Vera, happy birthday for next week. Absolutely. Okay. I hope it's nicer weather for you. Oh, it's miserable and damp and drizzly out there today. Okay. See, just sort of. There we are. Same with this one. And now you see I'm going over the blue still. You will still see it on your own tile. So don't just do the bits that you've not filled with ink. Oh, you know, O's birthdays then. Not me though. Not, mind you, I've got a long wait for my birthday. A long wait this year. It's right at the very end. There we are. Who knows what the end of this year is going to be? So far, it's not exactly been a predictable year, has it? There we go. There's my first sort of little bit done. So now we'll come to these ones. You're not going to get much in here because, of course, unless you're thicker than mine, because I've gone on those little thin sort of strands there. So it's almost like I'm just sort of going over the top and just clearing them up a little bit. Okay. And just sort of work up and down, back and forth, just to soften that out. See, I didn't really put anything on those. They're too small, so don't worry. And then these ones, a little bit on either side. And we're just trying to keep a little bit of the light in the centre-ish there, ish. And there you go. See, just blending it out a little bit. There we go. And of course, just sort of working my way around each little bit there. There we go. And then of course both sides, just a little bit, keeping that highlight if you can. And there. Along there, just keeping it nice and gentle. So I'm going to do both at the same time there. I know it looks a little bit different because we do normally work with a black pen, but it's nice to do that. Oh, Christine, that's okay, it'll still be here. You can come back and mute me and fast forward or pause me, and so you can get the same sort of idea for the tile. There we go. And of course, if you've not done the tile swap yet, then this is the same tangle that I'm using for the tile swap. You've still got a few days to have a go at that if you're still wondering about what you could do. This is a really good practice for it. So just adding some pencil around the outside there. Just working my way along there. Then back in with pencil. Just gonna, or tortilla rather. Just gonna soften those little bits out there. I know, I'm all for cake. What, we're doing Cake Wednesday, or do you want to do Cake Friday? To yeah, get John to nip down the shops. There we go. So just sort of not worrying too much about, you know, where this is sort of leading. We just want it to sort of give us a little bit of a shadow around that outer edge there. Okay. And then just to sort of work on, needs to, I'm going to come in with, wow. Oh Louise, no, don't worry, it's not too, you can be as narrow or as thick with these as you like. You don't have to you know, the same. Okay, so I'm coming in now with my white chalk pencil. And there we go, just sort of, it's got like a bit of a blue hue over it with the, you know, we're using the blue pen there. It's really nice. So I'm just drawing a line through the centre. I'm going through all the pieces there. Just taking my time. Look at that, how that looks 3D now. Okay, and the same with this one. Look at that. Okay, so we need something with these as well. Now, of course, these are a little bit narrower, so putting a white line through these might be a little bit awkward. Just be careful with it. Still getting it in. There you go. Maybe not that one. So this one. There you go. And then these little ones, I'm going to just put a white line next to that blue one. You see? Oh yeah, I can see that on the camera there. So you've got the little highlights a little bit different. You know? And then these shapes here, I'm just going to add a little bit of white in those shapes there. Oh, I've not blended that one. Let's do that first. And then come in with a bit of a highlight there. Sort of same on this one. Go. And then a little bit here. Just sort of touching that up there. Okay, I think I'm going to put a little bit of white in there as well, you know, just to sort of put that in. Okay, let's have a look then. So, a little bit different today. Love that bit in the middle, I think that's really pretty. And the last thing to do is signature. So I'm just going to put my initials down the bottom here. There we go. And there we go, tile 220, done and sorted. So, okay, let me know how you get on with this one. And of course, if you do decide that you want to do a blue and yellow one, why not do take a flat photograph, you know, completely like this, a photograph with a plain background, and I'll put them all together, send it to me, and I'll put them all together as a big mosaic, and we can put that out and see what that looks like. But yeah, that means if you send it to my email address, which is sandra@sandrarushton.co.uk, then I'll do a big mosaic of them all. Last sort of thing, of course, if you wanted book 7 or the artistic forms and frames or the starter kit that I put on the Hobby Maker show on Wednesday, I know not everybody you know, can get deliveries. I know the States, they're not delivering to at the minute, but if you want that, it's on my website, and I will also give it you at the same price that I did it for them. So you'll find that at checkout there'll be 20% goes off the price of that. Now that only holds until midnight on Sunday, and then it'll go back up to full price. So yeah, I think it's kind of nice that I've not got the exclusivity and I'm not going to make you wait. So if you want them, they're on there now. So have a lovely weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and yeah, we'll speak to you again on Wednesday. All right, have fun then. Take care. Bye.